Hello, I am Naomi, my channel is Naomi's Ellipses, and welcome back to a new art video. And oh my god, we are finally here. This is going to be the last character of our blind box, The Secret. But wait, before we start, let's remind the people what we are doing. It makes 6 videos over 6 weeks that we are designing our blind box characters. All the characters are based on an animal that is deemed ugly in our society, and each animal portrayed a certain type of beauty. So far, we have designed the cool naked mole rat, the cute blobfish, the Majestic Uakari, the Elegant Vulture, the sexy purple frog, and the charming Mata turtle. And this week, it is time for our secret, the goofy swallowtail caterpillar. But before we go, please consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. Okay, let's go. So, I don't know how to say this, but this one was one of my most difficult one of them all. I thought that my first few characters were complicated, but this one was my worst, for so many different reasons. I think the first reason is that this character followed the charming Mata turtle. And if you remember from last week's video, the Mata turtle is my favorite character so far. And continuing after this character that I loved so much was so complicated because I couldn't find the same passion that I had for the Mata turtle. So if you look at the first few drafts that I've done, they were very literal. It is just a basic caterpillar with a hat on. Then I remember that all those characters have to match with one another. And the other characters are very anthropomorphic. So I started to make a caterpillar centaur, but a lot of them were not very goofy. Then I started to draw an actual woman who was a little bit more goofy than the other ones. But I wasn't very passionate about any of those drafts. What is goofy? How do you portray a character that is goofy? If you go on the internet and you type in goofy, you will see that a lot of the pictures are just close-up of people's face making faces. And that's when it hit me. Goofy is mostly facial expressions. And let's just say that out of all the animals that we have drawn so far, the swallowtail's caterpillar is the worst one when it comes to make faces. That's when I had the idea of starting to focus more on the face. To find a way to make the face not creepy, but still looking like a bug, with a goofy expression. Once I had the face figured out, it was just a question of tweaking things here and there. And I'm gonna be honest, by that time, I was so tired of drawing drafts that I didn't do a lot of research when it came to the clothes. I did so little research that I didn't really bother recording it. Sorry. But the passion came back when it came to finding the colors for our character. Well, it didn't last very long. Here again, I had a very hard time to find colors that I liked. Her body. It is pretty complicated to find appealing colors when the animal you're referencing resemble more something that comes out of a cloaca than a pretty bird. So I decided to go for something a bit more pastel when it came to the clothes, and keeping most of the body pretty dark. Oh yeah, and I don't know if you picked up on that, but she's based on clowns. Because what is more goofy than a clown? With all this done, it was time to start on the final piece. I tweaked a little bit the position in the final piece to make it even a bit more exaggerated. So her legs goes more in than in the previous draft, and I think she's more leaning to the left than before. I was quite happy with myself as I was able to transfer the drawing quite quickly. I also changed her mouth as I thought that the big smile looked a little bit too creepy like the Joker, so I gave her a tiny little mouth. And then it was pretty much time to move on to the outline. Now that we've reached the last character, let me speak a little bit on the entire process of designing all those different type of characters. I am really glad that I did this, as if you've followed my channel for a little while, you know that character design is not my forte. I paint mostly backgrounds. But this project helped me to improve my skill quite a lot. As I said previously, one of my weaknesses was the outline. And I can say that I think I fairly improved in that domain. But okay, enough chit-chat. It's time to have a look at the final result. But please, be nice with me in the comments because remember where we are coming from. Yeah, something that came out of a cloaca. And do you think we are really fully done? No. We still have to design the actual blind box. Remember, that is why I started this entire debacle. So please consider subscribing to see the ultimate video. And if you enjoy the video, please like and share. Okay, let's go.